Humankind is not woven the web of life, but we are but one thread within it. And whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together, and all things are connected. Chief Seattle. When my thoughts turn to a time in a season of Thanksgiving, I think of relationships, and I think about healing, and especially healing within and among our relatives and the relationships that are contained within that sacred space. I did a lot of research on this talk and on this topic this week. And a simple online search just regarding Native Americans and Thanksgiving will very, very quickly reveal a certain angst. Some calling and still gathering for a national day of mourning among Native peoples. I have read those articles over and over and over again. And while we must never forget the truth, nor stifle its teaching with regards to a rich history of a beautiful nation and its people, to continue to fuel and fan the fiery narrative of historic and historical bitterness, resentment, angst, and anger, when you really think about it, is rather a wasteful thing to do when it comes to the investment of one's personal and our collective energies. True, we never really get over it, and we never forget, and that scar of humanity will forever remain a blemish on the face of the human family. But we can and we must forgive past, present, and most especially future generations, so that the people may live in a good way, in sacred harmony, in the web of life. For me, I'm choosing to understand and appreciate and allow Chief Seattle's wisdom. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. And I, you, and we are but one thread within it. While we learn from yesterday's teachers, today we have an opportunity to move on in a good way and embrace our relatives, all nations, all races, all people, as fulfillment of the prophetic vision upon which this church was founded and upon which it stands today. To be a people of and in this present generation, standing, walking, working, and praying together as one in our relationships, and those healthy and healing for all generations. When faced with such and sometimes seemingly daunting task of fulfilling that prophetic destiny, I frequently turn to the wisdom of the ancestors and the elders, and to consider the prophetic promise that ours is to be the generation of shift and change in a world longing for the light again, it requires a great and expansive awareness on many levels and of many things, and not exclusively among us two-legged beings. It is a web, after all, and there are many threads within it. And if we are truly to be a people of all of the colors of mankind, we must acknowledge, accept, bless, and give thanks for all things. For such is the true nature of thanksgiving, I think. And it is my offering to this fellowship today for this encompassing ceremony and celebration, an ancient prayer of thanksgiving, a gift for all nations and all people from the Haudenosaunee Confederation, translated as the words that came before all else. This prayer dates back over 1,000 years ago, at least, to the great law of peace, and was a founding principle of the Iroquois Federation. Robin Wall Kimmerer, who wrote the book Braiding Sweetgrass, and if you've not read the book, I highly recommend it to your reading. But she was reportedly told by the Haudenosaunee that the words of the Thanksgiving address were their gift to the world and were meant to be shared among all people. At the time of her writing, Oren Lyons, who was faith keeper within the Haudenosaunee in North America, and when Kimmerer asked him about sharing the Thanksgiving address in her book, he replied, of course you should write about it. It's supposed to be shared. Otherwise, how can it work? We've been waiting 500 years for people to listen. And if they'd understand the Thanksgiving then, we wouldn't be in this mess that we are today. So today I want to share this prayer with you and engage your participation in it as well. And as we read and pray this together, I want you to feel gratitude in your heart for all of the world around us that gives us so much and allows us to live and love in a good way, truly as one among the many. Now, I will read a stanza of the prayer, and then the people will respond to that with the words, now our minds are one. Now our minds are one. Today, we have gathered and see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as one as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. And the people say, now our minds are one. We are all thankful to our mother, the earth, for she gives us all that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk upon her, and it gives us joy that she continues to care for us as she has from the beginning of time. So to our mother, we send greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain, mist and streams, rivers and oceans. And with one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the Spirit of the water. Now our minds are one. We turn our minds to all of the fish life in the water, for they were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. And they can also give themselves to us as food. And we are grateful that we can still find pure water. So we turn now to the fish and give greetings and thanks to them. For now our minds are one. Now we turn to the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain many life forms. And with our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing the plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one. With one mind, we turned to honor and thank all the food plants we harvest from the garden. And since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and berries have helped the people survive. Many other living things draw strength from them too. And we gather all the plant foods together as one, and we send them a greeting of thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to all the medicine herbs in the world. From the beginning of time, they were instructed to take away sickness. They were always waiting and ready and willing to heal us. We are happy they are still among us, and those special few who remember how to use these plants for healing. And with one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the medicines and the keepers of this medicine. For now, our minds are one. We gather our minds together and send greetings and thanks to all of the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We are honored by them when they give up their lives so we may use their bodies for food for our people. And we see them near our homes and deep in the forest, and we are glad they are still here, and we hope that it will always be so. For now, our minds are one. We now turn our thoughts to the trees. The earth has many families of trees who have their own instructions and uses. Some provide us shelter and shade, others with fruit and beauty and other useful things. Many people of the world use a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. And so, with one mind, we greet and thank the tree people. For now, our minds are one. We put our minds together as one and thank the bird people who move and fly about over our heads. The Creator gave them beautiful songs, and each day they remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader. And to all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We are thankful to the powers known as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh us and purify the air we breathe. They help us bring the changes of the seasons. And from the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. And with one mind, we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. For now, our minds are one. We turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. And we are thankful that they keep those evil things made by the tricksters underground. We bring our minds together as one and send greetings and thanks to the grandfathers. For now, our minds are one. We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day, without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. And he is the source of all the fires of life. And with one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. For now, our minds are one. We put our minds together to give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is a leader of women all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. And with one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. For now, our minds are one. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens of growing things. When we travel at night, the stars guide us home, and with our minds gathered together as one, we send greetings and thanks to the stars, for now our minds are one. We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help us throughout the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. And with one mind, we send greetings and thanks to these caring teachers. Now, our minds are one. And now we turn our thoughts to Creator, Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gift of its creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here on this Mother Earth. And for all the love that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one. We now have arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it was not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. For now, our minds are one. From this prayer, we gather that our original purpose and agreement is to be in sync with Mother Earth. We are meant to appreciate and respect all of life, knowing Our part is within the circle, within the web, and not above creation. And this practice can be implemented in our everyday activities and our prayer, especially on this day. First Nations author and activist Thomas King says most of us think that history is past. It is not. History is the stories that we tell about the past. And that's all that it is, stories. And such a definition might make the enterprise of history seem somewhat neutral or benign, which of course it is not. No. As relatives of the seventh generation, we can begin to write a new narrative. For today is a day to honor and give thanks for the abundance of blessings that Creator has bestowed upon us all, in and through all things, animate and inanimate. It is a day in which a new narrative will reveal that our interconnectedness and our interdependence upon all things, with emphasis upon the relationships we establish and execute collectively within the sacred web of life. And in so doing, it is a day to heal. To heal by restoring our relationship with the natural world as well as with our neighbor. And it is my prayer that that day will be this day. Oh. So as we come to the altar today, let's be mindful of the beings, the creatures, and the things for which we have just prayed and given thanks. Let's be aware and cognizant of the many, many blessings the Creator has bestowed upon us. So come and pray and ask for the help that you need, but also be sure that in hope we leave the past behind, and with our thanksgiving move to make a new prayer for ourselves and for the people. So come now and let's spend this time here at the altar today.